This is the Brilliantly Branded podcast, a safe place to have a voice and talk about branding and all the reasons that bring a brand to be brilliantly branded. I am your host, Maria Lucia Romero, a woman empowering other women, and I am welcoming you to this journey of learning and inspiration to build awareness around the world of business and the world of brands. This is the Brilliantly Branded podcast. This is a very particular episode and you will discover why. I like to do things different and I decide to accept a challenge from one of our community members and something nice happened. You can listen in the episode and discovering the guest, but just let me give you a tiny description about her. She's a source of empowerment dedicated to adding value and igniting the light in women everywhere. She decides to go on a mission to uplift and empower women through various initiatives. She will share mainly her life purpose, empowering others to discover their identity, communicate their strengths, and build trust, all grounded for her personal story and professional experience over almost 2 decades of brand building and marketing background. In this episode, she will share how she has been creating a women empowerment community and how she is wanting to help, support, and add value to make a difference. So please get comfortable and discover who is our guest today and enjoying this short, sweet, and powerful conversation with our lovely guest. So welcome one more time to the Brilliantly Branded podcast. So welcome to the Brilliantly Branded podcast. Today is a super special episode, and the reason why is because I accept the challenge of one of the members of our community that got the brilliant idea to telling me one day, do you know what? Why you don't have yourself as a guest? And I was wondering what this guy is meaning with this, like why you don't have yourself as a guest? And I asked that, why? And he said, well, you are asking me to recommend powerful women, original women that have a nice idea, that have creativity. And I was thinking about you. So I just suggested you. And I have to give a big thank you, actually, to that person. That person will know who he is. And I said, okay, let's do it in this way. So today, actually, I have to give the welcome to Maria Lucia Romero, and she's going to be our guest today in the Brilliantly Branded podcast. And actually, the reasons why I want to invite her is to talk about this new community that she is creating based on women empowerment. So here now, I'm going to be the host doing this interview, doing the questions, and Maria Lucia will asking all these questions. So let's start with the first one, of course. So Maria, could you introduce yourself and tell us about this new community that you are creating? I am Maria Lucia Romero. I'm Colombian, living in Luxembourg, and working in branding and marketing over the last 20 years. And I am the host of the Brilliantly Branded podcast. Part of my story is that I have had the privilege of working with many incredible women in the world of not just in my professional life, branding and marketing, but across the different experiences that I have been living in my life. So through those experiences, I have come to understand the power of branding as a tool for self-expression, for personal development, and of course, the main one is for empowerment. So talking about the Brilliantly Branded community, that is my purpose right now. This is a new initiative that I have started, and it's all about creating this space where women can come together to really harness the power of branding to empower themselves, to empower their business, and of course, their personal lives. So this community is designed to be supportive, to be inclusive, to be collaborative. Actually, the space that we are creating around is make the connection between women that can learn, that can grow together. This is part of the most important thing that I have as a purpose in the Brilliantly Branded community. Thank you for this. Now, my second question is, what does women empowerment mean to you? Can you explain this to us? Women empowerment to me means creating these environments where women have the resources, have the opportunities, and have the support that they need or we need to really achieve our goals and fulfill our potential. It's all about breaking all those barriers, all those challenges, and all those stereotypes that help us to really celebrate these unique strengths that we have as an ability, as a women in general, this female energy that we can use in our side to empower ourselves and bring all those things to the table. So now my next question is very specific, and I want to ask you: are you exclusive? I mean, is this is a community just exclusive for women? You are including just women, or are all genders? Or you want to say something about that? Well, the Brilliantly Branded communities primarily focuses on women empowerment, but we firmly believe in inclusivity. This is one of the most important things that I want to make it clear here. And actually, while the community is primarily for women, we also welcome and value the participation and contribution of all the allies and individuals of all genders who share our commitment to gender equality as well and all the empowerment. I firmly believe that empowerment is something that we cannot do alone, and having the support of all our ecosystem around, independent of the gender, is very important. So sometimes some people said, well, uh, men are welcome in your community, but of course men are welcome in my community, and this is not my community. In fact, this is our community, because we are building all this together with one purpose, and this purpose is women empowerment through the lens of branding. Oh well, that's empowering, of course. Another question. So, women, you have been saying constantly, I have heard that women have not to compete against each other. So, women have to support and go together towards a purpose. Could you explain more about this? Yeah, this phrase is something very important for me, because this is become the core of the philosophy of the Brilliantly Branded community. And I firmly believe that we as a women should not see each other as a competition, but really we have to see each other as an allies in a shared journeys. We have different journeys and different challenge, and we need to be very respectful with what other people are living, because we really don't know, we really don't have all those details, and we just need to have this and bring this empathy to understand how others are living their lives and in which way we can add value to them. So instead of competing against one another, especially between women, we should support and uplift each other, because I know that together we can achieve far more than we could individually. So actually, in the community, we really foster this collaboration, this the mentorship. We encourage all those members that are now part of the community, and all of those that come to be part of that share the knowledge, they share their experiences, they share their expertise to help each other. I personally believe, sometimes when I start to create the podcast and the community, I was thinking, over 20 years, I have been learning many things, many things. I don't want to keep that only with me. How can I share this with the rest of the world? And I look in the way to give a voice, not just to myself, but to all those people that wanted to have a voice. And that's why I opened the Brilliantly Branded podcast, because this is a channel where people can have this voice, people can express all the things that can inspire others. Because for all of those that have been listening to the podcast, they know that I am empowering and enlightening women and actually showing how they become an inspiration for not just other women, other people, other genders, other communities. So for me, this is the main purpose and the reasons why the Brilliantly Branded community came up and now exists. One more thing is all about building a network for empower women is something very important, because in this way we can all do this meaningful impact, not just in our careers, but in our communities, in the places that we are living. And there is something important that I want to add there. The Brilliantly Branded community is not just local, it's international. I'm bringing people from all over the world, and I have ambitious plans with the community, because I just wanted to take actions and not just doing something that will really not add value. So as part of my principle is adding value. That's the reason why this community of women empowerment through the lens of branding exists, the Brilliantly Branded community. Well, Maria, thank you very much for all what you say. That really, and to wrap up our discussion about the Brilliantly Branded community, where the people can find you, where the people can join this initiative to empowering their journey. Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn directly. You can send me a message, and you can be part of the group on LinkedIn as well, the Brilliantly Branded community. As well, you can go and tune in the Brilliantly Branded podcast, listening to all the episodes that I have the commitment to deliver and bring in really special guests to this community, to be part of this community, to add value, to go together and do many things that really can do nice things. Thank you very much, Maria, for inviting me. It was something very nice and sweet for you to interview me in this episode. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Maria. And I just invite to all our listeners to be part of the community as well. And thank you for being part one more time of the Brilliantly Branded podcast. Bye-bye. We hope you have been inspired by this content and join us for future episodes of the Brilliantly Branded podcast. We will continue exploring the power of branding and the stories behind successful brands. And remember, if you know a woman who has built a successful brand with a unique approach and a story to share, please refer them to our podcast. We would love to learn from their experiences and share their story with our listeners. Stay tuned for most episodes of Brilliantly Branded, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, on our YouTube channel for more branding insights and women empowerment. Until the next episode, ciao ciao.